I think we have to have our own sisterhood. About 3 months ago, on my HBO popped up an episode of Sex and the City. I'd never watched it. So
You're
I sort of
missing
fell
out,
in
you're
love with
missing
the
out,
first
Indra.
episode, and I watched all 94 episodes. I binge-watched it. I binge-watched it. And I have to tell
did
you...
your husband watch it with you? Was it
What?
one of the, did your husband watch
No,
it with you? Was it
not
one
a
of the shared
chance.
activities?
No. The great thing about that show is because there's so many scenes that focus on the first word as opposed to the other 3 words, you can fast forward, which is what I did. So, but I love the show. Why did I love the show? Every episode had a lesson, an interesting thing to think about. But the biggest takeaway was the sisterhood of those 4 women. Carrie, Charlotte, Miranda, and who was the 4th one? Samantha. My God, the sisterhood they had was fantastic. What happens to us? Why don't we have sisterhood? Somebody's shutting off my mic because you want me to talk about... Why don't we have our own sisterhood? I think the more I looked at that show, I said, man, we have to create our own sisterhoods. We have to have our own safe spot where we can talk about our issues. Because you can't talk about it at home, because nobody wants to hear you talk about your work problems at home. We need our sisterhood. We need an environment where our sisterhood does not judge us, but gives us constructive feedback, where we can talk about Mr. Big in a comfortable place. You know what I mean? For those of you who've seen the show. But I have to tell you, that show profoundly altered my thinking only because I didn't think about the show and the fashions, which were awesome, but really about what was behind the covers, the sisterhood of women. So the only way we're going to be able to balance everything going forward is if we don't do what Priyanka talked about, worried that the person next to us, the woman next to us, is going to take away our future potential because the next level is going to have fewer women because they have a quota for women or whatever. Rather say, let's pull ourselves, each other. And that sisterhood needs to form. And when we get there, I think there's no stopping us.
I love that sentiment. I love that.